Crème Brûlée, French for burnt cream. Variations of this indulgent dessert date all the way back to 17th century Europe. Its origins remain a highly debated subject in the culinary world, with France, Spain, and England all laying claim to its creation. Crème Brûlée made its mainstream resurgence during the 1980s and has continued to grace the menus of restaurants all over the world. It's rich, it's creamy, and it's a lot easier to make than you think. Here's what you'll need. Heavy cream, granulated sugar, eggs, vanilla bean, and salt. Now, you can certainly use vanilla extract or paste, but I prefer to use real Madagascar vanilla beans for the flavoring. It can be found in most grocery store spice sections. Start by slicing the bean down the middle. Don't worry if you end up cutting it in half like I did. Open it up, and we're going to scrape the seeds out. Next, we're going to fill up our pot with 3 cups or 750 ml of heavy cream, and all the seeds, along with the rest of the pod. Place on burner and bring to a boil, then set aside to cool. I like to lightly stir the cream to make sure all of the seeds break apart. Next, we're going to separate about 5 egg yolks. I like to toss the yolk back and forth between my hands until all the egg white falls through my fingers. Once separated, we're going to add in about a half cup or 100 grams of granulated sugar. Mix until it becomes a custardy paste. Add in a pinch of salt and continue to stir. The next part can be a little tricky. We're going to incorporate our cream with the egg yolks and sugar. Make sure the cream cools for at least 15 minutes to avoid cooking the eggs. I also like to use a fine strainer to catch any unwanted bits. Slowly pour the cream into the eggs while continuing to stir. This will help keep the temperature more consistent. Take this time to preheat the oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 160 degrees Celsius. Next, we want to fill up our ramekins. Try not to spill it like I did. Then we're going to place the ramekins in a large casserole dish or tray and fill that a little over halfway up with warm water. The water will ensure the creme brulee cooks evenly. We'll want to bake for 30 to 40 minutes, or until it's firm with a slight jiggle in the center. Let cool at room temperature for about 30 minutes, then place in the fridge for 2 hours. Once chilled and you're ready to serve, lightly and evenly coat the top with a thin layer of granulated sugar. Using a torch, start melting your sugar. Be careful not to burn it, as that will result in a very unwanted taste. This should produce a nice hard shell that can be easily cracked with a spoon. And that's it. One of the easiest, finest desserts anyone can make. I hope you enjoy.